Have you ever met a woman who seemed completely untouchable? She's confident, gracious, maybe even married from the outside. It looks like she has it all figured out. But the truth, most people didn't see what's really going on beneath surface, because sometimes the women who seem the most taken are the ones who feel the most unseen, most unheard, most untouched, on the level that actually matters, and that's where you come in. Not as a disruptor, not as someone trying to take what's not his, but as the kind of man who sees what others overlook. Because there's one thing you can say own sentence that's more powerful than compliments, charisma or charm, a phrase that speaks directly to her emotional hunger, one that bypasses her mind and gastrate to the place she's been protecting for years. And when you say it, not to impress, not to manipulate, but with calm, grounded truth, something inside her shifts. She starts to feel something that scares her and excites her. And just like that, you're in her. Even if she can't explain why, it's not about breaking rules. It's about breaking through emotional walls that no one else even sees. So, if you've ever wondered how to leave a lasting impression on a woman who seems unavailable, untouchable, or keep watching, because what you're about to learn isn't a line, it's a mirror. And when you hold it up the right way, she won't just look at you differently, she'll feel you, and she'll is that feeling again and again, whether she's married or not. Welcome back to Stoic Paradox, where we explore the quiet power of presence. The kind of presence that doesn't chase, doesn't convince, and doesn't perform. Because it doesn't have to. I'm Amelia, and if this is your first time here, let me be very clear: this channel isn't about tricks, it's not about trying to win a woman over. It's about becoming the kind of man who naturally draws her in because of who he is, not what he does, and today's topic is one of the most powerful conversions we've had so far. Go on to share something that most men never realize, that sometimes a woman who seems completely out of reach. Theon, who's married, the one who seems taken, the one who wears a ring but carries an invisible weight. She's not looking for someone to pursue her, she's craving someone who sees her, not for vision she shows to the world, not the title, not the role, but her beneath it all. And if you know how to show up with a similar clarity, with honesty, with grounded confidence, you can say just a few words that ignite something inside her, without crossing any lines, without breaking any rules. Because this isn't about betrayal, it's about truth, it's about resonance, and it's about Plymouth. Rare kind of man who reflects backed version of her that she's forgotten. So in this video, you're going to learn what to say that makes her feel seen and safe, why it works on such a deep level, and how to use it in a way that's ethical, powerful, and unforgettable. This is for the man who's done trying to impress and ready to start making an impact. If that's you, hit subscribe button right now, turn on notifications, and give this video a like so more grounded men can find this message. Now take a breath, get still, because what you're about to hear might change the way you connect with one forever. Let's dive in. The phrase, "You don't have to pretend with me." The power of this phrase is in its simplicity, but don't mistakes simplicity for weakens, because it's anything but. You don't have to pretend with me. At first glance, it might sound like just another casual comment, but it goes far deeper. Face level words. Think about it for a moment. How many times do you hear people say, "I'm fine," when they're not? How often does someone hide behind a smile, a facade of confidence, or the title of wife, girlfriend, or partner to cover up what's really going on beneath the surface? In today's world, the pressure to be perfect, to always have it together, to never show weakness is higher than ever, and most women, even the ones who seem the most confident, often carry a weight that no one sees. A weight that says, "I have to be everything for everyone." A weight that says, "I can't show any cracks in the armor or I'll be judged." But deep down, there's a part of her motimus, a small quiet part that yearns to let go, to drop the mask, to be seen for who she truly is, and to feel safe enough to admit, even if only for a moment, that she's not perfect. And that's where you come in, by simply saying, "You don't have to pretend with me." You're doing something most men never even think about. You're offering emotionality. You're creating a space where she have to be the version of herself that everyone else demands. Shadow scent have to play the role of the strong independent Woman who can handle it all in that moment, she can just bet's a phrase that cuts through the noise. It's not about flattering her, it's not about giving compliments or chasing her validation. It's about recognizing her humanity. It's about saying, I see you for who you are, not for the role you play. You can stop pretending with me. No, is this so powerful? First, the emotional exhaustion that many women feel, but rarely admit, pressure to be perfect, to be the ideal woman, wife, or partner, by foreigner. The chance to drop the mask, even if finally for a second, you give her permission to be vulnerable, something she might not even realize she craves. Second, it sets you apart from the crowd. Most men, especially those who are rechasing or trying to impress, are constantly looking for ways to get her attention. But you're offering something far rarer: emotional honesty. Letting her know that you're not interested in her performance, her masker, her best foot forward. You're interested in the real her. And let's be honest, that's magnetic. When she hears this phrase, there's an emotional shift. She feels seen, heard, and understood. In a way that most men never take the time to make her feel. She feel like for once, she doesn't have to be on guard. And their salt, she remember you not for what you said, but for how you made her feel. The beauty of this phrase is that you two go beyond surface level attraction. You're not trying to impress her with flashy words or desperate heat pumps for attention. You're connecting with her soul, and that kind of connection is irresistible. But her real secret, the reason this phrase works so well, especially with a married woman or someone who seems emotionally navel, is that it doesn't force anything. It's not about pulling her away from her commitments or trying to create a drama. It's about showing up with emotional clarity. A clarity that says, I'm not here to chase you, I'm here to offer you something real. That's why when you say you don't have to pretend with them, it doesn't push her away, it brings her closer. It taps into something she's been craving, but hasn't been able to express. Why it works. So why does the phrase "you don't have to pretend with Mekari" such immense power? Why does it resonate so deeply, especially with women who seem emotionally guarded or even thus, who are married? The answer lies in human nature, specifically the need for emotional authenticity and safety. In our world today, so many people, especially women, are expected to wear a mask to perform a role. They have to be the perfect wife, the perfect mother, the perfect partner, but behind the scene often feel disconnected from their true selves. They hide their real thoughts and emotions, worried they might be judged or misunderstood. They pretend for the sake of expectations, for fear of vulnerability. This is where the magic of this phrase happens. You're offering emotional permission. You're giving her the opportunity to step out of her role and simply be herself without the pressure of performing. By saying you don't have to pretend with me, you're telling her that it's okay to be raw. It's okay to let down the walls, to show her real self flaws, and all this is deeply reassuring in a world where people often try to impress. You're offering acceptance. You're telling her, you don't need to be perfect around me, you don't have to play the game. And that's an incredibly rare and attractive quality. But it's not just about offering her space to be vulnerable. It's also about the energy behind it. When you say this phrase, you are not just speaking words. You're raising through your tone, your body language, and your presence, that you're comfortable with your own emotional reality. You're secure enough in yourself to hold space for her. You don't need her to be anything other than who she is. In that moment, women, especially those in emotionally complex situations like marriage, often feel isolated in their experience. They long for someone who sees them as whole, not as the roles they play. This phrase offers just that. It tells her that she is enough right now as she is. How to use it. So now that we have established why this phrase works, let's talk about how to use it effectively in your life without. You're not alone, and you're not broken. The shift you need is already within you. All it takes is the courage to start showing up authentically. And the very step you take toward that deeper, more present version of yourself. That is the real power. Remember, true attraction isn't about tricks or games. It's about presence. It's about showing up in your life with honesty, with grounded confidence, and with the emotional clarity that tells the world, I am enough, and I don't need to prove it. Toanya and I appreciate you being here today, and I can't wait to continue this journey with you. Keep your head high, stay true to yourself, and, as always, stay grounded, stay real, and stay paradoxical. Till next time, Amelia signing off.